So let's get this show back on the road. It is now time for the presentation of the graduands. Before we begin the ceremony, I want to share that we would love to hear from you on our social media. So talk about this day, talk about your experience, talk about how proud you are of who you came here to support. We are at, I should have asked this before I came up here, at SAIT Alumni. Is that Facebook or Instagram or both? I'm not sure. So, and also share your photos and videos using the hashtag SAIT2023. Graduands, now is your moment. I would like to invite our lovely manager, Steve Kootenay-Jobin, to announce today's graduands.
Ambawasich, Okita Danastada Tanche, hello elders, graduates, and honored guests. My spiritual name is Toya Piksky, which translates to Holy Bird in Blackfoot. It was gifted to me in ceremony by Elder Siksika at Mount Royal several years ago. As you've heard, my colonial name is Steve Kootenay-Jobin. It has been an honor to join the SAIT community in December and for us to be able to organize the first Indigenous Convocation ceremony. Ceremonies like this are important for us as we gather as a community. We get to see role models. We get to be able to set the trend and break those barriers and also break many cycles while instilling the power and the strength and the generations to come. I hope, graduates, that your post-secondary journey was something similar to mine and that it was healing. I made sense of who I was. I was able to overcome challenges and thoughts and enter spaces that I never thought I could be a part of, let alone walk in those worlds. I want you to continue to go forward, whether it's with your studies, into your lives as professionals, and continue breaking through those glass ceilings, because our knowledge, our experience, our worldviews, coupled with the Western education, makes us a force to be reckoned with. As Canada walks down this path of reconciliation, there is a huge need for individuals like yourself who have overcome and battled through these colonial institutions and have remained committed to community, identity, culture, and spirituality. But a new journey lies ahead of you, and to set you on the next course, we need to honor you in a traditional way. Today, all graduates will be honored with the blanket ceremony. Blankets symbolize warmth and protection, and were one of the most commonly traded items amongst our ancestors, and are still a very well-recognized gift. To start the ceremony, we're going to have our leaders from SAIT open up the blankets to bring together the physical and the spiritual worlds. The blanket will then be lifted up to the shoulders of the graduates 4 times, representing the 4 directions, and symbolize the prayers for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Finally, graduates, you'll be wrapped in this blanket as a symbol of strength and protection as you begin your new journey as a professional or onward with your studies. I'd like to invite Heather Magutu, Vice President External Relations, and Jennifer Russell, Director of Indigenous Engagement, to the stage to do the first part of the blanketing ceremony. Now, I'd like to invite Elders Siksika and Edmi Comstock to the stage for the bestowing of traditional gifts. Elders, distinguished guests, graduates, faculty, staff, friends, and family, it's my honor and pleasure to present SAIT's 2020-23 Indigenous graduating class. We'll be starting with the Indigenous Foundations program, our first ever cohort, and they'll be gifted with the SAIT beaded medallion to wear proudly as they continue on in their studies, as well as a braid of sweetgrass. Now, to present our first graduate, Ashley Fisher. Now I'd like to call up Brandy Sanguez from Sakamay First Nation, Treaty 4. Now, Kara Giroux. Callista One Spot from Tsuut'ina Nation. Chavez English from Piikani Nation. Christian White Bear, Musqueam First Nation. Christine Eagle Speaker, Gaina Tree 7. Dakota Ballantyne, Matthias Colomb Cree Nation, Treaty 6 territory. Dakota Whiskey Jack, Saddle Lake Cree Nation. You want to ask Denise if she wants to announce where she's from? Denise Iron Eagle, Keep First Nation. Josie Fable from Tsuut'ina Nation. Cash Medicine Shield from Siksika Nation. Laura Lee Mark, Îyârhe Nakoda Nation. You ready? Rodney Page. Shoshone, Mini Gray Horses, Kainai Nation. Trace Crow Chief, Siksika Nation. Tyrell Whiteman, Muskegon Nation. Let's hear an extra large round of applause for our first ever graduating class from the Indigenous Foundations program. We would like to thank AIMCO, TD Financial Literacy, as well as Dr. and Mrs. Brown for their support and helping these students get to this point. Without their support, we would not be here celebrating them today. So a round of applause from and Calgary Learns. I would now like to our blanketers to have a seat as I get into the next part, introducing our graduates from the credit programs. Our Indigenous graduates from credit programs will be gifted with a symbol representing their First Nation or Métis culture. First Nation graduates will be transferred an eagle feather. The eagle is a symbol of truth, power, and freedom, and flies the highest in the sky. Its wings represent the balance between male, female, and two-spirit people, each depending on the strengths and abilities of the other. When holding the eagle feather, one must speak the truth as positively as one can, for the ear of creators close to the feather of the eagle. First Nations in Treaty 7 honor the eagle feather with great care, showing respect and honesty at all times. To be given an eagle feather is one of the highest honors that can be awarded within many First Nations cultures. Métis graduates will be sashed. Originally used by French voyageurs, the brightly colored woven sash was adopted and changed by their Métis sons. The sash was used both as a decorated piece of clothing and as a multi-use tool, doubling as rope, towel, saddle blanket, or sewing kit. It was also a way of identifying your family lineage. Today, the sash symbolizes pride and nationhood for the Métis people, and it is an honor to be bestowed upon members of the community who have made cultural, political, or social contributions to their people. Graduates, take these with great pride as you have earned them. I'd now like to invite Dr. Janet Welch, Interim Vice President, Academic, and Catherine Linland, Director of Student Services, to participate in the blanketing ceremony. From Architectural Technologies, it's my pleasure to introduce Kendall Field. From Baking and Pastry Arts, Michelina Jane Francis Welleschuk. From the Business Administration Program, Brooklyn Red Crow. From Business Administration, Kyle Joseph Arthur Morissette from Métis Nation of Alberta. From Business Administration, Cheyenne Benoit from Miawapukek First Nation. From Civil Engineering Technology, Chantel Albina McKay, Treaty 2 Lake St. Martin First Nation, and Treaty 5 Fisher River Cree Nation. From Culinary Arts Program, Gabrielle Ross William from Bella Bella. From Film and Video Production, Tyson Cole Robinson. From the Métis Nation, Heavy Equipment Technician, Joshua Timothy Michael Parker. For the Métis Nation, from Marketing, Levi Hicks Bourgeois. For the Métis Nation, Nutrition for Healthy Lifestyles, Lacey Teungman from Chiniki First Nation. From Professional Cooking, Krista Angeline Cutarm, Treaty 6 Musquecheese Ermineskin Cree Nation. Radio, Television, Broadcast News, Keith Driver, Métis Nation of Alberta. Radio, Television, Broadcast News, Jacob Benjamin Swain. For the Métis Nation, Radio Television Broadcast News, Telehunt Siksika Nation. Respiratory Therapy, Giselle Knott, Manitoba Métis Federation. And our final graduate from the Welding Technician Program, Glendon Brent Bestihorn Jr. from Kawakatus First Nation, Treaty 4. This concludes the presentation of the graduates. I invite our blanket wrappers and elders to please have a seat, and I would like to welcome you to all of the newest SAIT Indigenous alumni. Before I get off the mic, I would like to thank everyone who has supported today. I started at SAIT in December, and I came here with a dream, and I wanted to impact the Indigenous student experience. And I'm very thankful for senior leadership for supporting my goal of having an Indigenous Convocation ceremony. Alumni and Development, Communications for working hard and helping organize everything that has happened today. This does not happen with a small amount of work. It really does take an entire community to make something like this happen. There is one person I do want to give an extra special shout out to, and that's Jill Glasgow, our institutional event planner. She is absolutely amazing with everything that she's done. It has been an absolute privilege to introduce our newest alumni family, Ishnish, Siasgis, Sugapi, Marci.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Steve. Before I get going, I see you cleaning up the desserts. Leave table 1 and 2 is where they are. I'll collect those later. Thanks. By the way, that's Mark with a K, Indigenous Student Hospitality Tourism Management. When we first started setting up here, Mark said, make sure you give me a shout out. And I don't think he believed that I would really do it. So, congratulations, graduates. You are now members of the SAIT alumni family. Shout out to you. One more round of applause. Oh, it took so much for me not to just break down during that, and then I thought, okay, Tap, you can either lose it and lose your eyelashes, or keep your eyelashes and cry when you get home. So we're going with plan B. Thank you very much to our elders, Siksika and Elder Edmi, for helping us to give those gifts. Now I would like to introduce a very special person in my heart. He's like my other dad, my work dad, Elder Rod Scout. Wait. I gotta talk about you a little bit first. So, Elder Rod Scout is here with us today to share with the graduates an honor song to represent this major milestone. It is an honor and a privilege to have Rod here with us today. Elder Rod Scout was born and raised in southern Alberta and is from the Siksika Nation. He is an advocate for Blackfoot language revitalization and retention. Rod serves as an elder for the Blackfoot Ceremonial Societies and was one of the first post-secondary graduates from his nation. He worked in the police force for several years prior to retirement and offers his time and knowledge to several organizations in Calgary, Treaty 7 and beyond. Rod's passion is sharing knowledge and teachings on the Blackfoot culture and language while advocating for awareness and access for youth and students to culture and spirituality. Rod has a long-standing connection with SAIT and Chinook Lodge and has shared his gifts of song and humility with students and staff for several years. Numerous students and staff have had the fortune of participating in face painting ceremonies with Elder Rod, and thousands of graduates and their families have heard his honor song for SAIT at convocation ceremonies, 2,000 of which just this week alone. So it's really amazing. So at this time, I would ask guests who are able to stand, and please remove your hats with the exception of the graduates, while I welcome Elder Rod, my personal fave, to the stage to offer us an honor song.
Okay. Before I sing the song, gee, short people around here. Before I sing the song, Koko Sinonix, our children that graduated, it's a really big thing for our people. You know, they can use that. It's like what we call counting coup. Inamachkaya, that's the first of many. That'll be the first of many for you young people. Because now, when you think about it, you carry the pride of who we are. You carry the pride of your nation. You are now an example to your people, to your families. You're an inspiration, whether you like it or know it or not. You have to be aware of that. This is your first step. Yes, Siksika, in the future, people are going to look to you. They're going to rely on you. They're going to call on you for your help and for your expertise. What you've accomplished is a big deal. It's a big thing because when I was going to university in the 70s, there wasn't very many of us in the country. When I was a game warden, when I became a game warden with the Alberta Fish and Wildlife Division, I was the only one. Now I knew how Jackie Robinson felt when he broke into the White Leagues. That's how I was. I was the only native game warden. When I got into policing, when I was at depot, I was the only native in my troop. And it taught me about perseverance and resilience. This past week I was over at the main convocation, and I heard the stories of some of these students. The one that struck me the most was this, what was his name again? Batu something, that Filipino man. He came to this country, and he said he had this, whatever work he could get, and him and his wife would walk because they really couldn't afford anything. And he would see these nice houses and things. But the word that I always remember that he said in his speech, Bokun. Bokun means in time. For us, it means ball. But I saw the connection there. Bokun. And while he was talking, he'd come to a conclusion and he would use that word, Bokun, in time. They wished for things, and he told his wife, in time. I wish we could have this. It would be nice to have it. And he told his wife, Bokun, in time. When we use a word in Blackfoot, Bokun, it means ball. And what does a ball do? It rolls. It bounces. But if you roll it straight enough, it goes in a straight line. It reaches the goal. I guess if you walk away with anything, everything in time, resilience. I've seen some examples and heard stories of people that, came from a long ways. They came from war-torn countries, but they had that dream to get ahead. And I'm extremely proud of you for this victory, this small victory. So the song I'm going to sing is thousands of years old. And it's a victory song because you've been honored enough. My son over here and my brother, you guys have been honored by them. They're really wicked singers. They're my family. I'm a turning rope too. We're from the Meat Eaters clan. I was raised by my grandfather, Fred Turning Rope. So these are my family. So they're keeping the legacy going. Good singers. So anyways, the song I'm singing, it's a few thousand years old. But that was a song that was the beaver bundle that we owned. That was a scalp song that was in there. And that's my way of honoring you young people. I will sing that scalp song for you. But I'm not going to sing the words to it. but I will sing it straight through. But that's an honor song that we sing. And hopefully in the future, you carry that victory with you. But this is yours. Not the song, but the victory is yours. This is something that you've done. And that's something that nobody can take from you. But keep going. In time, our days and our future will no longer be dependent on others, but will depend on each other. In time, Bukun. Anya. All right.
Thank you very much, Rod. That was really powerful and really beautiful. I also kind of wanted to share a little bit of our connection with Rod and Cindy as well. So for our medicines in the Chinook Lodge, every single summer, Rod and Cindy invite us out to their home to help us to replenish our medicines, and we spend the day with them, and they give us their time and their teachings and their knowledge, and for that we're very grateful. Thank you very much. Friends, family, class of 2023, this is a day for all of us to celebrate, and we invite you to share your pride during the open mic portion of today's ceremony. So if any of you, whether you're a graduate or a guest or a SAIT supporter, if anyone wants to come up here, we're introducing an open mic portion. So please feel free to come, share some stories, some feelings, all the big feelings. Would love to hear them. So we'll have an open mic portion for 20 minutes. So who's going to be our brave first volunteer? Keith, I see you. Come and say a few words, Sabine. Okay.
Hi, I'm Tsuut'ina and I work for Alumni Development. And I work behind the scenes and I was part of doing administrative work to do with the Foundations program. And it's really, I feel really privileged to be part of the ceremony and to see all of you who have graduated with the Foundations program. It means a lot. And I just want to say I'm very, very proud of you.
Good morning. I wasn't really going to say anything, but nobody was coming up here, so I thought I'd at least support the group that has supported all of us Indigenous students through all this. So first people I want to thank, of course, are the organizers of this event, Steve, Tap, who came before Steve? Larry, Jennifer, I didn't even know you were here. Really? You didn't know I was graduating? Okay, well, thank you, though, for, this was an awesome event. It felt a lot more personal than what we had yesterday. Not to say anything about yesterday. Yesterday was an experience in itself. So, there's just so many people that made this possible for me. My parents, my mother's sitting in the back there. She helped me look after my daughters these last couple of years. I see Vicky, yellow old woman in the back. She works for the company that I work for, which is Siksika Health Services, and they actually made it possible for me to do this. So on behalf of Siksika Health Services and everything, Vicky, I just want to thank what the organization has done for me. And, thank you to all the elders, all the supporters. I came into this program in my 40s, and I was a little nervous about that because a lot of my classmates were like around 18 years old, and it's really easy to walk around and get frustrated and discouraged with everything that we see in the world going on, but there are people that give you hope. And I was just talking to my mom this morning, and I told her the difference between like when I was in junior high school, being a Native person, nobody wanted to be my partner in group activities, and I was always discriminated against. And I kind of anticipated that coming into this experience, but it wasn't like that at all. There were people that actually were seeking me out for group projects and, making me feel included. And I actually felt like a leader in a lot of the projects that I was involved in. And that was quite the experience for me. And originally, I applied to be part of the Mount Royal broadcasting program, but that didn't work out. And I was a little frustrated with that because it was a frustrating process. And somebody told me to apply to SAIT. I did, and 2 days later, I was accepted. And, just how accessible that this organization is, and the kind of, friends that I've made through this experience. I'm a firm believer in what SAIT does. So I want to thank, SAIT as an organization, as well as specifically the radio, television, broadcast news program. So I got to meet Keith and Jacob and, all these other people that have made this experience one of the best experiences of my life. And I didn't get to talk to many Indigenous students in the Chinook Lodge, but that's because I was shy. I mean, I don't seem like I'm shy. I'm kind of a, class clown, but I am very shy. So if I see you out and about, just come up and say hi. And so thank you to the elders, and thank you. This guy's cutting me off, but you talk long too. Come on. This guy goes into his stories. Long time ago in the 70s, So thank you very much, and with that, I'm going to leave. So thank you.
Well, Tap told me to come up here, and I can't let my uncle outshine me there. But just coming here, especially to SAIT, for me has been an incredible journey. Growing up, I would always identify as Indigenous in some way, but but in a way, it would always be something I never fully pursued just because just not really knowing. And then coming here, being able to connect with my culture, coming in to Chinook Lodge, especially, I came at a weird time where everything was slowly reopening after COVID, where I spent half my time in my room. But when I finally had a chance to go into Chinook Lodge, it was like walking back into my kukum's house. The smell of sage, the smell of sweetgrass, and just made me feel at ease while I was here. And I can't thank Chinook Lodge enough just for allowing me to not only help me understand who I am, but then also being able for me now to go visit and experience my culture more, where I'm now a reporter at the largest Indigenous radio station network in Alberta. And especially as I'm seeing that, I'm realizing more and more how small my community is. Like, this is now my third time seeing Soul Rider in 1 month. Pretty soon I'll have to be knowing when their birthdays are, so when I see them, I can give them a gift. I gotta watch what I say, though. Can't make too many promises. But my time here at SAIT has just been amazing. Just the opportunities and then just being able to have that hands-on learning has been fantastic. And TAP always, hi TAP. Yes, I'm talking about you. Sorry to interrupt. But TAP always being there with a big smile, welcoming me, and always just making sure that, okay, you know, your studies are good, but how are you doing? Meanwhile, I'm going through a little crisis. But my time here at SAIT has been amazing, and being able to be honored in my culture this way, being able to find my way forward in my life has always been memorable, and this will always stick with me. So, thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Take us away with our round dance.